Nissan's Leaf model has been around for over a decade now, and in its 12-year history, the model has managed to build quite the reputation for itself. But in order to maintain the sales of their highest-selling EV, the Japanese car-making giant has been refreshing the Nissan Leaf with irregular updates over the years, and the 2023 Leaf model is no exception. But will the new Nissan Leaf handle the EV market competition? Let's find out. The all-new 2023 Nissan Leaf will continue the trend to be an affordable and straightforward electric vehicle that people can buy if they want to go green without getting a fancy and expensive high-tech EV. That being said, Nissan also offers amazing trim options on the new Leaf for customers who want some interesting features in their life, and to that end, there's only one trim worth buying as a daily driver. Nissan offers one trim which is above the standard trim, and it's probably the best trim for the Leaf. That trim is named the SV Plus and improves the Leaf in many ways. The new Leaf's electric motor on the SV Plus trim delivers 214 horsepower and 251 pound-feet of torque and allows it to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds. Also, this trim gets a 62 kilowatt-hour battery, allowing the Nissan to get a max range of 226 miles. And on top of that, the Leaf's SV Plus trim also gets a 100 kilowatt-hour quick charge port, LED headlights, a heated steering wheel, a hybrid heating system, and heated front seats. The new Nissan Leaf's infotainment system also gets a navigation system. Its tech options also got upgrades, as Nissan's ProPilot Assist semi-autonomous self-driving system comes standard with a trim, as does a 360-degree camera. Those features will be costly though, as the SV Plus trim starts at about $37,000. According to car critics, the SV Plus trim upgrades are more than worth the price. Daily drivers need good range, and that's exactly what the Nissan Leaf SV Plus provides. The interior and tech upgrades also boost the car's convenience, and the heated features are great for winter. That's also precisely why Car and Driver and Auto Traders say that the SV Plus trim is the best trim to buy. Another car critic, The Drive, also agrees that the SV Plus trim is the best Leaf trim. Just like Car and Driver and Auto Trader, the SV Plus's other range is the main reason it's considered the best trim. The other features that Nissan gave to the trim are also good overall and help make the extra cost worth it. The second gen of the Nissan Leaf, which debuted in 2017, was where the Japanese automaker started focusing on the looks of the Leaf model as well, and the new 2023 Leaf is clearly the best-looking model yet. And while changes from the current Leaf might not be glaringly obvious at first glance, there are definitely some additions the brand has made that make the Leaf look like a new and updated EV. The automaker has also claimed that the aerodynamics are improved thanks to new body elements. The Nissan company logo on the hood now gets illumination, which is quite a nice touch. The front fascia has definitely received the most attention this year, along with a new grille design and an updated front bumper to go with it. The front bumper also now gets black layered internals. But the coolest option by far is the new 5-spoke alloy wheels that can measure 17 inches and look quite rad in black. It's a unique design and quite an eye-catcher. We all know that Nissan Leafs are front-wheel drive cars. The standard Leaf S sports a 147 horsepower electric motor and a 40.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack, both great by today's standards. The S trim managed a 7.4-second 0 to 60 miles per hour time at its test track, but it feels perkier than this number suggests, and thanks to the instantaneous power delivery of the motor. This makes it a bit slower, but upgrading to the more powerful Plus model will no doubt result in quicker acceleration. However, we will only be able to confirm that once experts can test one. The all-new 2023 Nissan Leaf's e-pedal feature allows the driver to toggle back and forth between regenerative braking modes that allows the car to coast when the driver lifts off the throttle, and another which slows down the vehicle when you take your foot off the gas and uses that energy to recharge the battery. The new Nissan Leaf can also be plugged into a regular 120-volt or 240-volt outlet, but the charging times vary dramatically between the two. And on a 240-volt connection, Nissan says both the standard Leaf's battery as well as the bigger one in the Leaf Plus can be recharged in 7 hours. A DC fast charging connection is a standard in all trims. The Leaf S trim also comes with a 40.0 kWh battery that provides a relatively limited range of 149 miles. This may be enough range for some drivers with short commutes. Also, the SV Plus offers 215 miles of EPA-rated driving range thanks to its larger battery pack. The SV Plus test vehicle exceeded its EPA highway rating of 94 miles per gallon equivalent by delivering 98 mpge over its 75 miles per hour highway fuel economy test route. At the same time, the Tesla Model 3 is said to be rated between 113 mpge and 141 mpge by its EPA. However, experts saw 180 miles of range during this test, and EVs generally get less than their EPA-rated number on the highway. Now, while many drivers would complain, and rightly so, that a 2023 EV should support all kinds of fast charging tech that is available today, the Leaf manages to hold its own in the charging department, and it's definitely not slow. The Leaf S trim can be charged up to 80% of its total battery capacity in just 40 minutes. And while that is not as fast as some of the EVs in the market, it is worth noting that those EVs are more than twice or thrice the Leaf's MSRP. The Leaf SV Plus variant, on the other hand, takes 60 minutes to be charged up to 80%, provided you are using a quick charge port. Both of the variants also come with a portable charging cable, which you can plug into a 120 or 240 volt outlet. The SV Plus trim comes with a higher output quick charge port that supports 100 kWh charging. There is no doubt that fans would love to see the more recent fast charging technologies on the Nissan Leaf soon, as the car still has a couple more years in the pipeline before Nissan ends. Until then, the Nissan Leaf is one of the best EVs to buy for first-time drivers and those new to the electric automobile world. While the new Nissan Leaf happens to have a lot of plastic parts in the cabin, the materials fit together, and Nissan manages to make sure that the inside of the Leaf does not look cheap. The seats of the Leaf are comfortable as well supported, and the back seat provides ample space for occupants. The spacious cargo of the new Nissan Leaf and the overall roominess of the car stand out as one of its best characteristics. Also, if you need some extra space, you can always fold down the back row to increase the already spacious cargo room from 23.6 cubic feet to 30 cubic feet. The 2023 Leaf by no means feels like an outdated car, as Nissan has refreshed the new 2023 model year with enough to keep the car relevant and contemporary. The Leaf's 8-inch infotainment display is easy to use, doesn't feel outdated or sluggish, and supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Furthermore, it also offers optional navigation. Along with the infotainment display, the Leaf also comes with a 7-inch heads-up digital display for important information a driver would need. Even the Nissan Connect software, which is very intuitive, and a 6-speaker audio system further upgrades the interior experience of the Nissan Leaf. At a potential price of $28,040, the Nissan Leaf comes with connected car tech, which updates the package and it makes it all the more appealing. Users of the new 2023 Nissan Leaf can use the brand's monitoring app to remotely control the car's climate control and a few other services. Your mobile phone would turn into a remote for your Nissan Leaf, allowing you to sound the horn, lock your doors, and flash your headlight, all with a simple tap on your phone screen. Nissan's new door-to-door navigation feature stays updated through internet connectivity, which will provide a seamless navigation experience for users even after they are out of the car. Is the all-new 2023 Nissan Leaf worth buying? Let us know in the comments section down below. Bye for now.